tangled, tangled up this Christmas with you. Tangled up, tangled up, tangled up, tangled up, tangled, 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 tangled up this Christmas with you.
Oh, that's right, I'm all tangled up. How about you? That's the new song by the Swinging Medallions, Tangled Up This Christmas with You. Are you warm? That's what I want to know. Oh my God, it's 24 officially out there. Feels like 19 degrees today. We are looking for a high of 40. And tonight it'll be a low of 23. So this is going to be a cold one out there. FYI, the school said that they were running on regular schedule despite the cold. They were going to be there and they expected the kids there. They did say something that the buses may be running a little bit behind because of the cold, but that they told the kids, dress warmly. That's right, dress warmly. So anyways, good morning. How you doing, everybody? I am good. I had a quiet but good weekend this weekend. After all the razzmatazz that we have had going, it certainly is nice to have a little downtime, shall we say. Oh my gosh, this has just been this last week is actually a blur all the way down the line. I did have a great time Sunday. I don't know if you saw the Index Journal. WCRS, yours truly, Diane Crouch, Julie and Gail from over there at the school. We were all on the front page of the Index Journal. Kind of reminds me of being on the front page of, what was that magazine? Come on now, Ann. Oh, I had it and I lost it. Anyways, you know, it really is nice to people to know how important it is to me to make sure that children have Christmas, how important it is that the community came together to make this happen. That's one thing I have always loved about Greenwood is our ability to come together to do things. And in a big way, at the very last, right down to the wire, we were getting donations for the District 50 and District 51. So to all who have donated to us, to all who have made this a spectacular coming together. It was so spectacular, we had to rent a truck. We rented a 10-foot truck, and it was full to the brim. And everybody, thank you. Eggs Up Grill, of course, Lakeland's Marines, Chick-fil-A, Dairy Queen, Fat Daddy's, Lee's Jewelry, Greenwood Museum, Polaris, the Fort Club, Cindy's, Dixie Drive-In, the Station, 75 Fire Department, Neighbors United Credit Union, Toys for Tots, numerous donations from individuals who said, hey, I don't know what to buy, but I would love to help you out. And to all of you, the biggest and bestest thank you ever. We could not make this a reality without your help. So thank you. We even got some calls on some other things that may be able to be put together before Christmas for some of the students out there. I don't want to say anything, guys. I want to make sure that it comes through first, but we are still getting calls about people wanting to help do things, which I think is terrific. Now, so we are there with that. We're going to talk a little bit more about that. We are live on Facebook already. Woohoo! Live on Facebook. So love to have your company right there on Facebook Live if you'd like. I'm wearing my, Naughty Girls Get More Gifts Than Good Girls t-shirt. Well, it's worth a try. Anyways, that's what I'm wearing today for Christmas, and I'll be out strutting my stuff and showing off on that. All right. I don't really think I'm a naughty girl. Maybe I need to try being a naughty girl. Anyways, as I said, a big thank you to all that make this possible. Harley's Funeral and Crematory, Greenwood Museum, Polaris over there. Great gaming location for just if you want to buy games, want to sit down and play a game, and they have tournaments. They have all different kinds of things going on over there at Polaris. You really need to check them out. They are a cool vibe place, and they are doing so well over there. So if you'd like to go over there, so I just wanted to mention that one too. Again, Eggs Up Grill, Lakeland's Marines. Couldn't have done it without the Marines. Chick-fil-A, Dairy Queen, Fat Daddy's, Lee's Jewelry, Eggs Up Grill, the Fort Club, Cindy's, Dixie Drive-In, Station 75 Fire Department, Neighbors Union, United Credit Union. Diane out there did amazing things, helping me pull this all together. Thank you, Diane, for all your help on that too. So, for everybody that contributed, and those, like I said, those monetary donations, they really helped out too. Without those, I'm not sure that the credit card could have stood it, but because of those donations, we were able to buy the things that the students really wanted. So thank you. All right, so we got a lot to talk about here today. I just don't understand this gun violence, this killing that is going on Brown University. Oh my God, how horrible is that one over there? Just so sad that happened. How many people were killed there? Brown University. Police hold persons of interest. Now they've let that person of interest go. On Saturday, December 13th, a shooting occurred at Brown University campus in the Barris and Holly Engineering and Physics building during a study review session ahead of final exams. A gunman entered a classroom and opened fire. Authorities say 2 students were killed and 9 others were wounded. The video includes some of the victims, 2 victims, 19-year-old Ella Cook, remembered as a bright and engaged young woman in her church community. I guess they didn't have the other one. The shooter is still unknown. They did have someone in custody, but they let him go. The university canceled remaining exams and in-person classes for the semester following the tragedy. Heightened police presence remains in Providence, and support services are being made available. This is just unbelievable to me. Then you have what happened in Australia. They were having a Jewish ceremony because it was the beginning of the Jewish holidays, and they had, what was it, 15 or 16? 15, I think it was, killed over there. I mean, I don't understand what is happening in our world. Then, of course, we find out that, so that's going on over there. And that's in a country that has, you're not supposed to have guns. Now, I do understand from some of the stuff that I was watching yesterday that the father and son, the father had a firearms registry for X amount of years, something like 15, 16 years, something like that. But, and all the guns that he legally had in his possession were found at this site. But I just don't understand what is happening. And then, of course, in Brentwood out there in California, although what was it? The police chief last night wouldn't say that it was. Everybody else knows it. Everybody else is saying it. Rob Reiner and his wife were stabbed to death. And I just was reading something where somebody had released that it's a family member. The daughter supposedly found the bodies and immediately screamed that it must be one of her brothers. So I don't know, but this is the insanity of the holidays when we should be having things that are so much better than what they are. I find it hard to believe that this is where we are at. And Rob Reiner, 78, and what was his wife? I think 68. And on the other side of it, we have Dick Van Dyke that just turned 100 and is still in good health. It is amazing what is happening in our country. Excuse me. How can we be having all these things that are attacking from all different angles here and still go on? I don't understand it at all. But anyways, we have this going on. We have ICE operations going on. People are attacking ICE. It's almost like here it is Christmas. We should be peaceful. We should be joyful. And here we have all this horrible stuff going on. It's enough to make you want to turn against the news. Yeah, Australia had 15 people killed in the Hanukkah attack. So they were just, this anti-Semitism that is out there, to me, is just unbelievable. I don't understand how we have this happening, but we do. And I don't know the purpose in discussing it anymore. Of course, I wanted to mention it, but I don't see the purpose in discussing it anymore, simply because it is so, we are so oversaturated with the things that are out there that are happening that we just can't seem to get away from it. I find in talking to people, there are two sets of people. I'm sure there's more, but in my scope, it seems to be we have those who are intensely into it and are mad all the time, and rightfully so, because we're just getting hit with so much stuff. And those that have decided they just can't deal with it, and they're not even into the news at all. So it is one of those situations that we are being, every day of our lives, attacked with stuff that is just unbelievable to me. Here in the United States, over in Austria, Brown University, Australia. Then we have ICE demonstrations, ICE things, people going crazy with ICE. I mean, it's just like our country is at war in the United States, like we're at war with ourselves. And particularly at Christmas time, I find it abhorrent. I really do. I don't know what it's going to take to tamp everything down, but I know that it is tiresome day in and day out to see this, particularly because today is December 15th, and on the National Cat Day in the calendar, it is Cat Herders Day, National Wear Your Pearls Day, Bill of Rights Day, and National Cupcake Day. Cat Herders Day recognizes those whose life or job is like herding cats. All right. And so that is one. It's also National Bill of Rights Day. And I wanted to talk about that a little bit because the Bill of Rights is something that is very important to all of us, particularly as we look at some of the things that are happening around us. Now, therefore, I, Franklin D. Roosevelt, President of the United States of America, do hereby designate December 15th, 1941, as Bill of Rights Day, and I call upon the officials of the government and the people of the United States to observe the day by displaying the flag of the United States on public buildings and by meeting together for such prayers and such ceremonies as they may seem appropriate. It really is when you go back and hear about the first 10 amendments to the United States Constitution make up the Bill of Rights, passed by Congress on September 25th, 1789. These rights place limits on government power. That's one we need to talk about. The bill was introduced by James Madison. He later became the 4th President of the United States. Congress passed 12 of Madison's proposed amendments. The states only ratified 10 of them. One of the two rejected by the states concerned the number of constituents for each representative. The other limited when and how members of Congress are compensated. Neither was ratified at the time. The latter of the two rejected amendments was ratified 203 years later. The 27th Amendment restricted compensation for members of Congress. There were 14 copies made, one for each of the 13 states to sign, and one for the Federal Archives. Only 12 copies survive today. So, I just thought it was worthwhile mentioning that since we are getting ready to celebrate the 250th anniversary. But so many times we don't really think about our Bill of Rights and the things that we fought hard for to make sure that we have them. And so I wanted to just say, it's a great day. Let's talk about it, and let's make sure that we know what our Bill of Rights are. And I was going to just go through them real quick because, it's an important one. Amendments to the Constitution. Where are the Bill of Rights? Here they are, coming up right now. I guess I should have already pulled those up for you. But so many times we take so much of this for granted, and we don't really think about all the different things that we should think about when it has to do with the Constitution. So, anyways, let's see if I can pull those up for you real quick so we can at least go over them, because it seems that we understand several of them, but we don't always understand all of them. And let's get those and just go through them. What do you think about all that? Do you think we should have a Bill of Rights Day? Do you think somebody ought to make a bigger deal about it? Yes. Freedom, the first one, of course, is the freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of the press, freedom to assemble peaceably, freedom to petition the government. That's one that I think is probably, everybody always talks about the Second Amendment, but really the First Amendment, if we don't have the First Amendment, the Second Amendment, in my opinion, doesn't really matter. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of the press, freedom to assemble peacefully, and the freedom to petition the government. All good ones, but can be taken to the extreme. Well, I could say that because I've got freedom of speech. Well, yes, you can. But should you say it is the next question. Just because you can say it doesn't mean you should say it. The Second Amendment, I know everybody's real aware of that one. The rights of individuals to keep and bear arms. Number 3, protects citizens from being forced to house soldiers in their homes during peace times. That's right. The Fourth Amendment, search and seizure, protects freedom from unreasonable searches and seizures, requires warrants based on probable cause. The Fifth Amendment, rights of the accused, protects The right to remain silent, no self-incrimination. The protection against double jeopardy, can't be tried twice for the same crime. Right to due process. Just compensation when private property is taken for public use, which of course we're talking about eminent domain. Number 6, right to a fair trial, guarantees the right to a speedy and public trial, rights to an impartial jury, right to be informed of charges, right to confront witnesses, right to call witnesses, rights to an attorney. 7th Amendment, right to a jury in civil cases, protects the right to a jury trial in certain civil disputes. The 8th, no cruel and unusual punishment, protects no excessive bail, no excessive fines, no cruel or unused punishment. Well, sometimes I think they don't pay attention to this one very often. Number 9, the 9th Amendment, rights retained by the people, states that just because a right isn't listed in the Constitution doesn't mean that people don't have it. Oh, that's interesting. Number 10, clarifies powers reserved to the states, clarifies any power not given to the federal government is given to the states or the people, and reinforces federalism and limits federal power. So, how about that? Those are the 10 amendments in the Bill of Rights. Some of them we don't really think about, but they are all there and they are your rights. Hey, I'm Ann Eller, right here with you this morning, and let's see what we've got going on. We've had some comments coming in this morning. Let's see, what else do we have? Let's go back here, see if I can get in. Yeah, someone just said, I think it's a shame these amendments are not taught in school. Oh, there you go. And somebody else said, and they should be well known as the 10 Commandments in this country, and they should be enforced. There you go. They should be enforced. I mean, if you just want to take Donald Trump and the fines that he was levied with Letitia James and everything, those were not reasonable, I don't believe. So if you just want to take that, and that was one of the premises of one of their cases, about the amount of fines that he was asked to pay. But anyways, those are some of the things that we have a tendency to forget. We remember the ones that we want to remember and forget the ones we don't want to remember. That's right. And somebody else said, do you think you have time to be a naughty girl, Ann? Well, no, I don't. Anyways, I am right here with you this morning. I just thought it was important to review the 10 amendments for the Bill of Rights. You know, I really struggle on this show to try to figure out what to talk about. I think sometimes it's very easy to drop down into all the negativity, all the bad stuff that is going on out there. And it really, really bothers me because I want to give voice to it, but I don't want to spend the whole time talking about it, right? Because I just feel it puts us all in cranky moods and makes us upset. And so much of this is manipulated by the media. So that's why you'll see me trying to go in some different directions because it just is so, I think, bothersome. Oh yeah, and don't forget, we got Venezuela down there. They're trying to decide whether they're going in, whether they're getting rid of Maduro, what they're doing down there. I just wish we could have peace on earth for just a little while. just a few days, a couple of weeks where everybody just had a kumbaya moment. Wouldn't that be nice? All right, but then I wanted to talk about, because this article is out there, there's a lot of stuff going on in South Carolina. This one is just, to me, kind of interesting because remember when Mullins McLeod, I think it was back in the spring, got arrested for being out there on the down there in Charleston in his underwear, and then they said it wasn't his underwear. You know, there's been all this back and forth. Well, that he is running, of course, for South Carolina governor, and he hasn't given up yet. Another excellent choice for the citizens of South Carolina. Yes, this guy was out there. The police department released a tape of him cussing and swearing and all this kind of stuff in the back of the police car. Mullins McLeod says the party's leaders request that he discontinue his campaign because it disenfranchises voters, is unlawful. He's saying that his arrest was unlawful, accuses fellow Democrats of corruption. Well, what a surprise. We got everybody corrupt, right? Whether they're in South Carolina or whether they're in Congress. All right, so let's just go through this story. A Democrat running for governor, Mullins McLeod, slammed his fellow Democrats as corrupt this week as he asked a court to dismiss the misdemeanor disorderly conduct charge that resulted in calls for him to withdraw 4 months ago. Mullins McLeod, a prominent Charleston attorney, has been at odds with his party leaders since days after he launched his campaign this summer, after police released footage of him ranting for more than 30 minutes in the back of a cruiser. Tripling down on his refusal to exit the race, McLeod said the state Democratic Party chairwoman's call for him to focus on his mental and emotional well-being is an example of the corruption he is running against. The idea that the chair of a political party would attempt to put his or her thumb on the scale is a perfect sign of political corruption. That's what he told the South Carolina Daily Gazette on Thursday. When political parties try to put their thumb on the scale, guess what it does? It disenfranchises voters. It's not good for democracy, he said. So that's Cristal Spain, who chairs the South Carolina Democratic Party, did not respond to phone or email requests. McLeod said corruption was rampant in Columbia, accusing politicians of putting corporate profits over people. When asked about his fellow Democrat in the race, Representative Jermaine Johnson, McLeod suggested he too was corrupt. Well, at least we know what his campaign is going to be about. In case you didn't know, it's about corruption. He said, McLeod said, I think they should look at this Jermaine Johnson's voting record, and I think they should make a decision whether or not he is trying to clean up this corrupt system or whether he's part of it. So, McLeod is lashing out because he and his character have been on trial for his actions, he said in a statement to the Gazette. Unfortunately, this is not the first time Mr. McLeod has insulted me. That, of course, is a quote by Jermaine Johnson. Taking baseless shots at my character will not help restore his reputation, said Johnson. I hope he gets the help he needs. So, that is a story that is ongoing, and they will try to make a decision. I think it's in the judge's hand whether they will throw out these charges or not. But, here we have it. We have Nancy Mace on the Republican side throwing all kinds of bombshells. And then on the other sides, we have Mullins McLeod doing his best. Maybe they should team up as a team. There you go. Anyways, that could be interesting. That could be very interesting. The governor's race, of course, carries on, and it is Oh gosh, I mean Nancy Mace is always out there making all these different comments. So what else did I want to talk about with you this morning? I saw a lot of stories last night. I said to myself, I'm just going to come in this morning and see what is happening. There is South Carolina minority business leaders say paperwork quotas in state law never met their goal. So what's the problem? That's where Governor McMaster has said they will not have quotas. And then Diane Sumter formed her business consulting firm, DESA. She's held millions of dollars worth of federal contracts from all over the country, but it's been years since she's done any business with her home state of South Carolina. South Carolina state government has not been one of the best. Oh, Lord. This is the type of thing. She's not has not been one that's been open to us. That's just been a hard nut to crack. So she and other leaders of minority business organization largely shrugged off the last week's order by Governor Henry McMaster directing state agencies to disregard state law that was supposed to help minority-owned businesses. After all, agencies already ignored the decades-old sections that weren't bringing business anyways. I think this coming year in the South Carolina legislature is going to be very, very nasty. Let's just say that. I can see that this is going to, it's already being coming together that way, and they haven't even gotten into Congress. And then there's all your different factions that are already lobbying for their place in it. By the way, this was a pretty big story. 15 tons of illegal products seized in gangjapreneur investigation, authorities announced. That came out Friday. Authorities seized more than 30,000 pounds of marijuana joints, edibles, and various other THC products sold illegally in South Carolina stores as part of a drug trafficking investigation resulting in 12 area arrests, law enforcement officials announced Friday. The 15 tons of products seized in the investigation, nicknamed Ganchapur, involved the search of 6 warehouses, 6 homes, 1 business, and 2 storage units. It all was about 8 U-Hauls worth of products, Attorney General Alan Wilson told reporters. The announcement comes as the legality of products containing Delta-9 THC is debated nationwide. In South Carolina, marijuana remains illegal. But hemp products infused with THC, the compound in cannabis that gets people high, have proliferated in vape shops and gas stations across the state in a legal gray area. The products, which include drinks and gummies, can be legal if the THC concentration is low enough, providing they're illegal requires testing of the products. This investigation focused on distributors and wholesalers of the products sold openly in stores. Testing showed they contained illegal levels of THC regardless of what their packaging claimed. See, this is one of the things. How can we trust the packaging claims of anything anymore with all of this that is going on? You know, I sometimes look at a product and I'll go, well, that sounds kind of interesting. And then I want to see, well, who's approved what is in it? And most of the time, the FDA has approved it. But when you find it where it says these claims have not been substantiated by the FDA, you have to kind of wonder, should I try it or not, right? So anyways, these people were knowingly selling something they knew was illegal here in South Carolina with the intent of profiting from it, and they were targeting minor children, said the Republican Attorney General Alan Wilson, who is also running for governor. The 12 people indicted by the state grand jury were accused of being wholesale distributors of the illegal products. They collectively indicted on 40 narcotics charges, which include trafficking between 100 and 100 pounds of marijuana and possession with the intent to distribute a controlled substance, according to the indictments unsealed Thursday. Their bonds were set between $50,000 and $120,000, and this thing with hemp here in South Carolina is a big deal because there's talk about making it illegal. And then the other day, what do I read? President Trump is thinking about changing the drug category of marijuana. And if that comes about, that's going to change a whole lot of things. So we have a lot of issues. My contention many years ago is that we had too many people. I'm back to believing we just have too many people. Too many people. So anyways, that's a few of the stories. There's a lot of stories out there. I could go on for hours and hours about all the things that are going on. But I do want to say that it is the time of the year that some of this needs to stop. Now, in Congress on the federal level, there's a lot of back and forth going on. I don't know if they're actually going to do anything on the health care between now and the end of the year. One of the things that is a talking point right now, the only thing that has happened with Obamacare is that they discontinued the enhanced benefits with for Obamacare because of COVID, and now those are coming off. Well, yes, but also Obamacare is broken. And you know what the bottom line to this to me is? They've known this all year long. They knew that there was laws in place to end Obamacare the end of this year. We only have another 15, 16 days to the month. And the politicians, are going to want to take their Christmas break. So how are they going to do something about it? The only reason I have advocated maybe continuing them another year is because you don't want to see all these people off of the system. There is no system in place to replace it, which it seems to me we need to have that. It's fine that they're talking about doing health savings accounts, etc., but they don't have the machinery in place to do it, nor do I believe they've had thoughtful conversation about the best way to deal with it. 864-332-9355, 864-332-9355. So, and I'm not sure that the Democrats really at this point can take that hit. I mean, after all, last week a Democratic mayor was elected in Miami, which has not had a Democratic mayor in 30 plus years. So I really think that the Republicans need to start thinking a little smarter about how they are going about things. I just saw something on the news. I just think that they need to they need like a little slide, so they can slide into whatever is new. But they're not going to get it finished. There's no way they can get it finished. I think it's great the Republicans are holding the line, but not if it hurts people. And that is the issue. I think that they should have been working on this from January. Why was there not a plan already in place from the first of the year? They did the big, beautiful bill, and then it's like they just took a break on getting the stuff that are real issues for the people. So, anyways, that's my position on that. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I am wrong. I hope they're able to come up with something that makes Obamacare better between now and the end of the year, but I just don't see it happening. And so there you go. I don't see it happening. What do you think? 864-332-9355. Oh, I just saw this just came up. Let's see if we can get that to pull up here. Don't know whether it's true. It's in the New York Post. Rob Reiner's son Nick in custody after the horrifying murder of Rob Reiner and his wife. This just came out. Rob Reiner's troubled son Nick is in police custody following the murder of the famed director and his wife, Michelle, at their Brentwood home, law enforcement officers said Monday. He has not been arrested, but is in custody of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. How about that? This is, he was detained on Sunday night after police discovered Rob Reiner and his longtime spouse hacked to death in their mansion. The couple's daughter, Romney, found Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle Reiner, with their throats slashed around 3:30 p.m. on Sunday and told cops she believed a family member should be a suspect. Romney told cops she thought the relative was dangerous, according to the report. So, Nick Reiner previously opened up about his battle with addiction and bouts of homelessness. I was homeless in Maine, I was homeless in New Jersey, I was homeless in Texas. Wow. But the bottom line is this is a report that is out there, and if that is true, that is so sad that a family could come to this. But anyways, that's latest breaking news on the Rob Reiner case. And I don't know what else to say. It's just so sad. Here it is at Christmas time. And, Brentwood was O.J. Simpson and his wife Michelle they lived in Brentwood. Remember that whole case? That was all in that Brentwood area too, just FYI. All right, a couple of notes of things that if you'd like to get involved and you'd like to have help with, would be great. I'm going to tell you about them. My goodness. I just heard from one of my producers out there. Student killed in the Brown University shooting was the college Republican leader. See, this is just unbelievable. But I want to talk about something that happened here in Greenwood. You may not have known about it because it's soccer and it's kind of quiet. But let me tell you, I'm going to see if I can read this. 4 Toros teams won their first round match and will play next weekend in Florence for the South Carolina State President's Cup. U17 and U15 girls, U19 and U16 boys. Incredible to have that level of representation from Greenwood. First round Toros matches. U15 boys lost to BISA 7-2, ending their incredible season. The following 4 Toros teams won their first round match and will play next weekend in Florence for the South Carolina State President's Cup. U15 girls beat Charleston 5-0. Wow. U17 girls beat Spartanburg 12-0. U19 boys beat Florence 8-1, and U16 boys beat Impact City 4-1. Saturday, December 20th, Florence Soccer Complex. The Lakelands Toros will be there. They have several games down there. If our teams win their semifinal game, they will advance to the States Cup final the following day on Sunday. How about that? A big congratulations. A big congratulations to our Toros teams out there doing good things quietly. And, they practice in all kinds of weather. This weather is not really conducive to being out there practicing, playing games. I understand they were playing down on the Toro fields last night, and it was getting colder and colder, and they were out there playing. So congratulations to all the young people that play soccer. Congratulations to their parents for persisting with carrying them and keeping them involved in sports. A really, really, really big deal. So, my last thing that I really want to talk about is snowflakes for seniors. They are in a position where they need a little help to finish off their project. I want to shed some light on that. Let's see if I can find snowflakes for seniors, because we still have time to help. If you would like to help, snowflake for seniors. Okay. Oh, no. I want to find a site. Let's see. Let me go back to my website. I had a list of things that they would love to have as general things. We just bought, I bought some mini flashlights to give to them that I found that I thought was a good deal, and let them do that. I also... Nope. Okay. I also wanted to, we got some hats and gloves, and Claudia sent me a message this morning. She goes, Ann, we could really use some help. So let's see if I can find it here real quick. I'm not doing very well on finding things this morning. Oh, and where is it? Also, want to mention Greenwood, the Wreaths Across America. They had a great ceremony at the Baptist Church up here. They worked with three different cemeteries. Really is nice that we still remember and honor those that are out there to do this project and put the wreaths that come from Maine, not far from where I live in Maine, and they put the wreaths and they speak the name, and it's got a beautiful red bow, and those go out there. So it really is something that I think we should be proud of. Let's see if I can find this. I told her I would give her a shout out. They are snowflakes for seniors. Greenwood. Okay, Greenwood. That should take me to their page, I hope. Yes, here we go. See if we can find that. Here we go. Snowflakes for seniors. They have to have everything in by the 17th. And they have a code. Let's see, they're down to, they said there's about 60 snowflakes out there on the trees. Again, if you can't go shopping, they would love for you to help them out. Let's see, can I get to it? Oh, and snowflakes for seniors. I don't want the story. I want to know how we can help them. Yes, here we go. Nope. Okay, here we go. It is a great program, and Claudia and her crew over there have done a great job helping out. So let's see if we can help them out and get over the edge there. They have 60 left. You can take, if you've got one, you can take it to any of the places that have the trees, the snowflake trees out there. You can take it to any of them. They also have QR codes Let's see, they're available. 82 left on trees that have not been picked up. If you are unable to shop, kindly send your donations and we will shop on your behalf. Your $20 donation can provide items for one snowflake, putting a smile on a senior's face. You also can send it in a Cash App. Let's see. One person is saying deadline is December 17th. So if you can help them with a donation, that would be great. I'm trying to find, they had a Cash App. They had a Cash App one. Oh, my eyes are watering this morning. I don't know what's wrong. They had a Cash App one that you could send a Cash App. You can also do it a Venmo. They've got all different kinds of ways to do this. But I am not seeing... Let's see. But all the donations have to be in by the 17th. So if you could help them, that would be so great. They still have some trees at Break on the Lake in on the square, Besto of Greenwood, Aromas, Village Coffee, and 7-Eleven on the south end of Greenwood. They said their youngest senior this year is 112. So pick up a snowflake. And as I said, you can also go right there and drop off stuff at... you can drop it off at the... Oh, gosh. Drop it off at U-Haul, right there on the corner, the big U-Haul place. You can drop it off right there. If you have a snowflake, please drop off your gifts at any location with a snowflake tree. You can also drop off donations at the U-Haul place right there. They will take the donations and make sure they get to Claudia. If you're not able to shop for a senior, we take donations via Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo, or QR codes are also available. This is a huge project that they do over there. They also need volunteers needed for gift pickups. Several sponsors are in need of gift pickups, and we're counting on volunteers to help. You can send a message to Claudia, 864-377-9388. That's 864-377-9388. So that is another way to get out there and help them get this job done. The 17th, anything that comes in, if you just are buying some things or found some things, just drop them off at the U-Haul up there, and they'll make sure that they get them. That's where they're storing all their stuff. Anyways, tonight, Palmetto Girls sing at, I think it's First Pres. Tickets are, I believe, $10. That's going to be an excellent show. Ashby Stokes and friends are coming up Thursday night at the Greenwood Community Theater. That's going to be an excellent event. This week has still got lots of excellent events. I, for one, am glad that all the things that I've been helping, pushing, trying to make happen in our community, that I can take a little bit of a rest, because I sure need one. Anybody else got anything else to say? And I am going to wrap it up this morning. Yes, okay. What do we got? Okay, there you go. That is it for me. Nothing that I need to say other than thank you to everyone who makes what I do here so meaningful. And I just like to say I'm the voice of Greenwood. So hopefully I'm encouraging y'all to do some good things in our community. Hopefully I'm giving you some news tips and things maybe you didn't know about. And hopefully we can all move forward. I think City Council meets tonight, 5:30. You can stream that on Facebook. County Council meets tomorrow night. You can stream that on YouTube or from their website. Also, tonight, I believe, is what else? District 50's meeting. So, yes, we have lots of stuff to report on, and quit saying you're tired and get on with this job. We need information. Okay, I'm back on the job. I swear I am. I have had a great weekend, and thank you for all again who contributed and made this so nice. If you could help out Snowflakes for Seniors, I know Claudia would appreciate that so much. As she said, you can message her. Probably not a good idea to try to call her. She is a very, very busy lady right now, but you can text message her and get some information to be able to help. There is a list that I had, but I don't have it here in front of me. Gloves, hats, word puzzles, big print word puzzles. Let's see, what was on the list? Magnifying glass, things like that seniors can enjoy, little snacks. Yesterday, I think I bought a bunch of nabs type snacks and this type of stuff because that's something just kind of delicious to have. Even though it's not the greatest for you, it's still delicious. And at senior age, what the heck? Every once in a while you gotta splurge, right? That's what I have to say. Hey, it's Christmas and Penny is going, can we get out of here? And I'm saying, yes, we can, Penny. So that is going to do it for us. I do want to tell you one other thing, though, before I give up the mic here. I do want to tell you one other thing. Couple of ads that are out there that you want to be able to take advantage of. Here you go.
What's up at DQ? Oh, just the best deal ever!
At DQ, we're all about and. Like our new limited-time crispy onion cheeseburger $7 meal deal with
crispy onions.
And a fry for me.
And here's your drink.
And a sundae.
Try our new crispy onion cheeseburger $7 meal deal right now at DQ.
This special available from 11 to 4 at your local DQ. Treat yourself.
DQ. Happy tastes good.
This holiday season, wrap up the year strong at the Greenwood YMCA. Right now, become a member and pay $0 until January. That's right, $0 to get started. At the Y, you'll find more than a gym. You'll find a supportive community, fun classes, welcoming faces, and a place where your goals truly matter. So why wait? Start your wellness journey today and step into the new year feeling stronger than ever. Join today at the Greenwood YMCA or visit lakelandsymca.org. The Y. There's no place like this place.
Oh, that's right. That's going to do it for us. Have a great day. Tune in tomorrow morning. I'll have more information. I'll have good stories to tell, so I hope you tune in with me. And Penny may want to talk, too. She's telling me she's ready to do this job. Take it away. Bye-bye, everybody.